Hi everybody, this is Y with Shenanigans with the Burgs. I want to welcome you to my channel. If you're returning, thank you, and if you're new, welcome, welcome. Hi guys, Y here, Shenanigans with the Burgs. Been a while since I've done a little WIP and Chat, so I thought while I'm working on this is the Christmas tree from Hobby Lobby. It's turning out really good. It's larger than the Diamond Art Club. And it has just a regular acrylic stand rather than the wood look one that the Hobby Lobby one had. But anyways, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm glad you're here. I am making this tree for my husband to put on his desk at work. He has the one from last year, the Diamond Art Club one. It's a little smaller. So I told him he could have his choice and he could offer the other one to his coworker, whom I affectionately refer to as his work wife. She would love to have one of these on her desk. Yesterday when I showed it to him, he said, "I want the big one." I said, "Alrighty then, so you can offer the other one to your coworker." So that is that. It's not taken me very long to do this. I think I started it, I probably have 8 hours into it, and it's double-sided. So I have finished this one, and I finished the other side of this one. I'm working on this, and then I just have one other panel left. So it's pretty quick, and if you know me, you know that I'm not a fan of this mosaic type. I'm not a single placer. Unfortunately, you have to single place every single drill on here because they're just random. It's just mosaically put on the, yeah, not my favorite thing to do, but when it's done, it's absolutely beautiful. So when it's done, I'll go get it. When it's done, I'm going to seal it with a paintbrush and this Minwax polyacrylic clear gloss, so that when he takes it apart, puts it together and takes it apart several times, because it doesn't stay out on your desk all year, the drills won't fall off of it. So yeah. So as you see, as of late, I've not been wearing fingernails. I am trying to see if the issue with, I have 2 fingernails that had an issue from the chronic kidney disease, which was the reason why I was doing the nails. And so now that chronic kidney disease is supposedly gone, I'm trying to see if my nails will grow back, because I am one of the lucky ones that can grow really good nails when you can grow them. So I am just trying to see how it works. So yes, I went to Disney with naked nails, which is totally not like me. But yes, I went. I did not sport any kind of princess anything. Oh, that was 6. I missed 2. And that's okay. That is totally okay. I think you put so much time and effort into the details when you go on a trip that people don't really even notice. So it's okay. Nobody noticed that I didn't have fingernails on at Disney. All right, we are number 8. So to change this up a bit, I'm doing these numbered 1 through 21, and then on this side I will do 21 to 1. So it just changes it up a little, makes it less monotonous. What's nice about this is the drills colors are in the same spot on the opposite side. So you can take a look and see if you missed any just by looking on the other side. So when you do the first side, you can just kind of hold it up to the light and you can see if you missed any. But once you get the second side on there, you can't do that anymore because the numbers are covered up on the other side. That's okay. You figure it out. I just keep going back and pulling the color when I see it. I just pull it right then and there and place it. So yeah, how has everybody been? How are you? Tell me in the comments how you've been. So we went to a retreat at the Contemporary Resort at Walt Disney World in Florida. And it was a lot of fun. It always is a lot of fun. When they have it in September, it usually coincides with the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. So I dressed up as Snow White for that. I did take a second costume to wear at the retreat, but I ended up not doing it because the organizers did a really good job with their Snow White and the Seven Dwarves parades, and it was a dopey costume. So I'll just hold on to it, and maybe I'll be able to use it another time. It's okay. I didn't want to rain on their parade, so I took it, but I didn't wear it. It's okay. It's okay. I am learning that it's okay to just go with the flow. Go with the flow. And speaking of flow, I still have a kidney stone, y'all. I still have a kidney stone. I went and saw my cardiologist last week, and he approved for me to have the procedure that the urologist wanted to do. And the reason they couldn't do it was because they needed clearance from my cardiologist. And it was just, let me just tell you, this has been going on 6 weeks now. Have this 5mm stone that just will not come out. So yeah, I still have a kidney stone after all this time. Yeah, crazy. It's not hurting me so much anymore because I think it's moved into my bladder, which is TMI, I'm sure. Y'all didn't want to hear all of that. But while I was in the car in Florida, my husband had a doctor's appointment with the urologist. Before I went to Florida, my husband had a biopsy the Monday before I went to Florida. So I was in Florida until Tuesday. And on Tuesday, I was driving and he called me from the doctor's office. His follow-up from the biopsy appointment. And we found out while I was driving, y'all, let me just reiterate that again, that my husband has cancer. M has cancer. We're not divulging any more information other than he was diagnosed with cancer and we are looking at treatment options. And the possibility that he will not be able to run after treatment. So in the meantime, I am trying my best to get us to one more dopey challenge race in Florida. But I am, let's just call it underemployed. So I am not working at the moment at all. Part-time, full-time, period. Not working at all. So finances, it's been tough trying to just figure it all out, how it's going to work and how much money we have and this and that and the other, and then all of these medical bills that are coming in for the both of us. We have a high deductible insurance plan. It's really been rough. M has a really rough road ahead of him. So I started a GoFundMe for a couple of reasons. One is to help us kick cancer's butt, because that's what we really want. We really just want to kick its butt. Kick it out, evict it, and be done. And the other is to raise some funds to hopefully get us to Disney for one last dopey challenge before the possibility that M won't be able to run anymore. Yeah, it's quite the shock. We were not expecting any of this. Like I'm just, you know, it's been a couple of weeks and I'm still kind of in a state of shock over it. It's just not, this is the second time cancer's hit my family. When my daughter was 23, she was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. So we've been this route before. It just, wow, two different people with two different cancer diagnoses in the same family just really blows my mind. I can't wrap my head around. I can't wrap my head around what is life going to be like post-cancer treatment. I'm happy to say my daughter is cancer-free. She's been cancer-free for like 20 years now. M, on the other hand, we're just starting this journey, this long, I'm sure I'm going to shed a lot of tears journey. I mean, I've already cried just talking about it with him. It's just sad. Like we don't know what's going to happen, and they really don't know the extent of it until they get in there and start trying to fix it. So yeah, not good news on our home front, but I will link the GoFundMe page down below if anybody is interested in helping us. It is going to help, one, with the high deductible costs that we have, a plan that we're thinking about changing for next year, but that doesn't help us this year. Yeah, and one last dream at running the Dopey Challenge for myself and M, mostly for him. He's the one that's going to suffer. Well, I'm going to suffer too, because, you know, when he hurts, I hurt, because, you know, he's my best friend and all that good jazz. And I just absolutely hate that he's going through this. I'm telling y'all, it has been rough. The last few years for us have been rough with illness and injury, and it's just been a rough go of it. So I'm hoping maybe this is the end of it, that we will come out of this stronger, healthier, better people. But we can't do that without y'all's help. So we need all your support, your prayers, and your well wishes, and your good juju, and whatever it is that you believe in. We could sure use all of it. We'll know more about what's going to happen toward middle to the end of October. So in the meantime, we're kind of in a holding pattern where we just get to sit back and stew about it. That's the hardest part, because we don't know what option. I mean, we know all of our options. We don't know which one we're going to choose. It's ultimately M's decision. I can just give him my input. But yeah, it's the waiting part is the hardest part. Not knowing part is the hard part. So yeah, that's what life has been like. So I've been doing smaller projects. I took a small project to Florida with me and finished it early, so I had to go shopping to find something else and didn't like what I found, and yeah, so I got back and finally found the Christmas stuff at Hobby Lobby. So there's a video on that up on the YouTube if you care to look at it. Just my little ramblings going through the Hobby Lobby. At one point I didn't realize my camera wasn't on, so yeah, I rambled and rambled for nothing. But yeah, I finally found some Christmas stuff, and so I did this one already. Super easy, super shiny. I'm going to, it came with the frame. I'm going to seal it because it will get put away with the Christmas decorations every year. So I don't want stuff to stick to it. So I'm going to go ahead and seal it so that it's not sticky around the edges, and let that go. So then I started this Christmas tree for M. And then I have a wreath that I think I'm going to wait because I've had enough of this mosaic stuff. But the wreath is really cool. I did show it on my unboxing video, but I'll show it to you here. It is. There it is. There's the, yeah, there's the completed wreath. And there it is. It's really pretty, but it is, it's again that mosaic style that is not my favorite. So I think I'm going to take a break from that, and I don't know. I don't know what canvas I want to do. I'm not doing any paint-alongs for the rest of the year. I just don't know. I might work on the governor's party for my in-laws. We all love Colonial Williamsburg, and it is the governor's palace at Christmas time. So I may work on, I don't know. Maybe I'll just, all of my canvases are in a spreadsheet. So maybe I'll make a wheel and just spin the wheel. And all right, so I have finished this side. So I'm going to try to hold it up to the light and see if I can see where anything is missing. And I can't. Don't see anything. So we are off to the other side. I'm going to finish this today, so I'm going to go ahead and pull that off and throw it away. I have 21 in my hand, so we're going to continue. We're working numbers going down this time rather than up. So we're at 21. And again, they're the same on either side. So if you want to make sure that you got them all, you can just look at the other side and see that there are several of them. So this one's cool because I put them in these. I just number them 1, 2, whatever. And it worked out that it's all the red ones, all the yellow ones, all the white ones, all the blue ones are all in a row. So they're just different sizes. Some of them are small, some of them are large, some of them are medium. So the ones I'm placing now are larger. There are larger ones than this, but yeah, there are. Oops, wrong spot. All right. Okay, these are not the same on both sides. Okay. At least not in that section. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Okay. I don't know what I'm looking at, evidently. So, yeah, so then I will brush the Minwax on these and let it set overnight, and then flip it over and put it on the other side and let it set overnight, and then I can let my husband take it to work. All right, now we're on 20. So I'm not using glue dots on these. I am actually using some Joy's putty, keeping it simple, tested and approved for ABs. I'm using the coconut, and it seems to work better for these larger drills than the glue dots did. So I'm pretty happy with it. I have to put it in my pen a little more often, but that's okay. That is okay. So I don't see any more 20s. But if I do find one, I can always open it back up. All right, 19 is blue. And they stick out pretty good because the ring around them is also blue. Wow, I'm just sticking to this. All right. All right, I think that's all the night. Oh, there's one more. I was wrong. Nope, there it is. Couldn't find it after I saw it. I couldn't find it again. That happens sometimes. All right, then we have 18 is another blue. We're going to... Sometimes the larger ones work better picking it up with your multi-placer, because you can get more sticky on the large ones. All right, I think that's it for the 18. So everybody has their own choice for how they seal it. I use this Minwax. What do you use? What is your favorite sealer for diamond paintings? I would love to hear what everybody else uses. Or even if you would seal it, would you seal this one if you were doing it? I'm only sealing it because my husband will, one, he has to cart it to work, and then he has to put it away in his cubicle cubby until, each year until Christmas. This is 16. Oh, did I miss 17? I must have. Let's see. What color was 17? Large clear. No, I got that one. All right. I missed a 16 now. There we go. All right. 15. There's only a few of these. There's more of the smaller ones than there are the larger ones. So what do you listen to when you are diamond painting? Do you listen to music, or do you watch TV, or do you watch YouTube? Do you, what kinds of things do you do when you are? So I like to listen to things I don't have to watch. I know that sounds weird, but because I don't look up very often when I'm diamond painting. My diamond painting, I just look at my diamond painting and I just diamond paint away. So I like things that I can listen to. So I am not a suspense or scary TV, movie, anything. Suspense just really bothers me. But if I'm diamond painting, I can watch a little mild suspense. So I have been watching a lot of, actually I've been binge watching Chicago Fire. And then when I finish that, I'll do Chicago Med, and then I'll do Chicago PD. Because I can get by the suspense part because I'm not watching it, I'm just listening to it. So that works for me. I do like to listen to WIP and Chats. I love to hear what other people are doing. That's it. I love to listen to what other people are doing. So as long as I don't have to watch, I can just listen. I am all about that. 13. One here. Oh, there's more than one up here. So I have, oop, it's 14s. Let me grab those 14s again. So I have a couple of Facebook pages. Facebook groups that are diamond painting specific. One is for my diamond painting retreat. It's RVA, Sizzling Summer Diamond Painting Retreat. And then I have another one that's more general. It is diamond painting around the world. It is getting close to 600 members. And that's where I also host a couple of diamond painting Zooms during the week, one on Monday night and one on Wednesday nights. They are Eastern time only. Not only, but it's Eastern time, so you would have to adjust your time for Eastern time. It's available, they're available for anybody, but you have to be a member of one of those two groups in order to get the link. The links are posted the mornings of the Zooms, and that is Monday and Wednesday mornings for that evening's Zoom. We have such a great group of people. We have people that have been around a while. We have people that are brand new. It's just a very fun group of Zoom people. We get together twice a week, Monday and Wednesday, and just chat and cut up and have a good time. Not many. There are some of us that are in this Zoom group that are that also come to the retreat. So I host a retreat in July. It's usually the second week in July, or the third week in July. It'll be the this 2026 is going to be a week off because the hotel wasn't available. But I already have my date for 2027 penciled on their calendar, so we got our week back. It runs Wednesday to Sunday. It is a lot of fun. The inaugural event was this past July, and we had 60 diamond painters registered. We had 56 diamond painters actually in the room. It was so much fun. So much fun. We had a blast, and I had 2 years of planning to put that one together, and it just was perfect. It was just perfect. It was fun and exciting, and we had lots of sponsors. We had a vendor. I'm hoping for a couple more vendors this year. We'll see. We'll see how that works out. And we have 2 vendors for the 2026 already. 2 vendors. And then you can get all the information as a Facebook page. It's RVA Sizzling Summer on Facebook. That is specific for the retreat. And you have to answer a few questions to join either of the groups that I just mentioned. But I'll link them down below because, you'll want to join 1 or 2 of them just so you can get the links to the Zooms. The only rules we have for the Zoom are that you must have your camera on, and you must have the ability to do audio, because like I said earlier, when I'm diamond painting, I'm looking down, and oh my goodness, I just saw this. There it is. I'm looking down. I'm not reading chat. I'm just not. Chat is not an option for the Zoom. So if you want to participate, you have to have your camera on. We will remind you to turn your camera on. If the camera doesn't come on, then you get booted out of the meeting, the Zoom meeting. The reason for that is because we got hacked into one night by some, let's just call it not family friendly people. So, I mean, it's not a kid friendly Zoom by any means, because we will talk about anything and everything under the sun, but it is not a adult site either. If you catch my drift. So yeah, we got hacked one time, and once is all you need to be absolutely positively mortified and tighten up your rules. So those are the rules. And of course, be kind. Oh, we don't talk politics. We don't talk religion, because we have worked really hard to make it a safe space where everybody is welcome. And those 2 things can cause a division very quickly. So we are asking that there be no politics and no religion talk in this group. We are a bunch of friendly people. I would say women, but we have had a male or 2 in our group. So just people. We are just people trying to connect with other people. You don't have to be a diamond painter. It can be any craft that you choose. We are not super picky about that. We have had crocheters and painters and knitters and colorers. We've had just about everything you can think of. And it's okay, because there are a million crafts, and people like to do their crafts when they're around people they can talk to. Bounce. Oh, come on. I just saw it. Bounce ideas off of. I just saw a bunch of 10s that I missed. Don't you hate that? I mean 8s. I'm sorry. 8s. They're here. It does help to look for the right. So I'm looking for 10s. There weren't any, of course. It was 8. All right, 7. There's only a few of these. And they're up toward the top. So yeah, I hope that you will want to come and join us. I have been a little hit or miss on the Zooms personally, just because we're dealing with a lot right now. A lot of, my mind has 50 folders open and I just can't seem to shut them. So I usually pass the host duties off to someone who's been a regular, because I just, I can only do so much, and then my mind gets to going, and I just have to go. So it is you don't have to stay from 4 to 9. It's 4 to 9 in the evening Eastern time, and it's more like an open house. Drop in, stay as long as you like. Drop in whenever you like, stay as long as you like. Now, I say that it is scheduled to go from 4 to 9, which is 5 hours. Many nights it goes longer than that. So many nights it will go well into the early morning. But if there isn't somebody that wants to take over the host responsibilities, then it ends whenever the person who is hosting at that moment drops out. So yeah, check us out. You will enjoy it and have a good time, and maybe learn something too, because oh my goodness, we are learning from each other every single Zoom. What's best for this, or what works better for that, or where can I buy this, or where can I buy that. There is an answer from everyone. Everyone has their own opinion about what products they like, what works for them, what doesn't work for them. But remember, crafting is personal. So unless it requires specific measurements, everybody's crafting experience will be different. For instance, I prefer square drills. I know there are people that absolutely hate square drills. It's a personal preference. I missed one. Oh, we're down to number 6. Oh my goodness. I'm not a multi-placer, but I am just blowing through this. All right, now we're on 5. Oop, there's a 14 that I missed. We're going to go grab it while we know where it is. This just is so pretty. It is just beautiful. And this is the Hobby Lobby's new line of diamond painting. They don't carry Diamond Art Club anymore. Why, I don't know. They probably figured they would make more money if they just did their own. The only problem with them is there are no large size paintings. Like, there just aren't. They are small, small, small. And I prefer, if I'm going to do a painting, to do a larger one. I think they, in my opinion, again, it's personal preference. I know people who don't want to do large paintings and they don't want to do, what some of the premium companies have out there because they're either too large or too expensive, or there's no right or wrong. You do what you want to do, and that's just how it is. But yeah, they no longer have large paintings and they no longer do Diamond Art Club. I did see a couple of Disney Thomas Kincaids the last time I was there, when I purchased these. But that's it. The rest of their stuff is pretty small. But they have cool stuff. Like they have a tumbler, a tumbler and like a coffee cup. So there's a tall one and a short one that you can diamond paint. You diamond paint the wrap and then you put the wrap around the cup. I know that Michael's has some 3D stuff, meaning that it is like a pumpkin and you diamond paint the pumpkin, the actual shape of a pumpkin. You have to put the glue on and then the diamonds on afterwards, or drills, whatever you call them. I have a couple, I've just never tried them. So last year for Christmas, I got a couple of the gift boxes that you can diamond paint. I still have them. I didn't do them. It's just 6. I still have them. I missed a 5. I didn't do them. I don't know that I will. They may become prizes at some point. So I like to surprise people with prize drawings from time to time on my groups, just because. Just because I like to do that. Oh, we're not down to number 3, y'all. Wow. 3 is clear. There's a lot of them at the bottom. So tell me if you have ever been to a diamond painting retreat or a crafting retreat. Up until I hosted mine, I had only ever been to scrapbook crops. And so my retreat is modeled very much like a scrapbooking retreat or a scrapbooking crop. And yeah, suggestions are always good for things. If you've been to a retreat, what did you like? What didn't you like? My retreats are held at a Drury Plaza hotel. The meals, breakfast and dinner, are included in the price of your hotel room. Hotel rooms are not included in my retreat price, so you have to get your own hotel room. But they offer a full breakfast every morning, and then from 5:30 to 7, they offer what they call a kickback, and it's like dinner, and it's like pulled pork or tacos or chicken Alfredo, and it's a rotating menu, and that is included in the price of your room. Also, they include, for anyone 21 and older, drink tickets so that you can have 3 free alcoholic drinks between 5:30 and 7 during the kickback, which is, if you drink, is a really good deal. Our tickets went unused because I'm not a big drinker. Not a big drinker at all. But that's okay. I don't have to be. So yeah, so there's the price of the retreat, which you can pay over time with me. And then there's the price of the hotel. And the hotel is 2 queen beds, so you can put 4 people in a room. They're on the website, if you needed, on the website, on my Facebook page, you can post on there that you're looking for a roommate. And we had a lot of people this past July who roomed with people they didn't know and ended up getting along just perfectly. And so they're planning to room together at the next retreat. Yeah. It's funny how that works, huh? So we have lots of people, and they came from all over the United States. So this was the Southeast first diamond painting retreat, and most of the people came from out of town, which really surprised me. We had a group of ladies who came from all over and met up together at the retreat, and they were so much fun. They actually went and got tattoos. And they're coming next year, and they will add to the tattoo next year. Yeah, it was very cool. Very cool. So we were kind of a central location for all of them to get together and meet up. It worked out perfect. And I can't wait to see them again next year and see what they do to grow their tattoos. Yeah, that was, oh, I missed a 4. So let's go back and grab a 4. Uh-oh. I dropped it. There we go. So what did you like best about the retreat that you went to, if you've been to a retreat? Was it the games, the prizes, the setup, the food? If it was games, what games were your favorite? That type of thing. Because every little bit helps when you're planning a retreat. Every little piece of input. So we had also a suggestion box, and I did an exit survey that I asked everybody to fill out because I really wanted to know what they thought about it without having to attach their name. And I want to say 99.9% of the surveys were very positive, very positive. So, you can't please everybody. That's for sure. You cannot please everybody. We had a costume contest. We had a crazy hat contest. Oh my gosh. Myself, my daughter, and another attendee wore blow-up costumes. They were so, so cool. Do you need to go outside, Bubba? Well, excuse me for a moment while I walk the dog. Okay, sorry about that. When the dog says he's gotta go, he's gotta go. So my little cockapoo Benson, he's 3. He's special. He has the equivalent of doggy autism. They call it noise phobia. I don't know. It's more than just noises, but he has that sensory issue that autistic children have. And he is something else. He is is very much like having an autistic child in the house. Very much so. And so when we moved here recently, he had a really hard time with that. Change, not a good thing for him. And so he's finally getting to where he's very comfortable here. Been a while, but he's just finally getting to where he is very comfortable. He still has his little quirks because he is special. That's all I can say. But he is my pride and joy. He is the reason I get up in the morning. He is just everything. And so I'm so glad we have him, especially now going through what we're going through. We have something that brings us such joy in the season of not so joyful. Oh, there's a 4. When you get down to the nitty gritty is when you see the little ones that you missed. Oh, there's some 3s. I keep sticking to it. I don't know if you can hear it. I keep smacking it. So it doesn't lay as flat when you're doing the other side because there are diamonds on the other side. So, and they're different sizes. So it isn't always going to lay perfectly flat when you flip it over. Uh-oh, I just threw that. But it will look stunning when it's finished. So it may make a little noise and flap around a little bit, but that's okay. Because there's a split in the middle here so that you can put it together and it will stand up. It does have a stand that it goes in, but it's still, the 2 pieces slide together to make a 3-dimensional tree. So I try to find a spot that is covered with drills like this right here to lay my hand on to stop it from slapping. But it doesn't always work. I'm a very hard presser, so when I press down, it pulls up on the side that I'm working on. But yeah, so that is life for me right now. We are, everything happens for a reason. I truly believe that. I don't understand why now is the time to give my husband cancer, but I'm sure that it will reveal itself in time. It did with my daughter. It helped save our family. We were falling apart and she was walking down a pretty rough, dark road, and I don't wish cancer on anybody, but it saved my family, and maybe it's going to save my family again. I don't know. We need all your prayers, all your good thoughts, all your juju, everything, just send it this way for M, that he be spared some of the awfulness that could come along with this cancer diagnosis. He doesn't deserve it, that's for sure. Of course, nobody deserves it. Nobody deserves cancer. Nobody deserves to have an illness that may or may not be curable. Nobody deserves these things. They just happen. 3. I missed 3. I mean, I don't wish these things on my worst enemies. All right, y'all, we're on the last one. Number 1. Once these drills get laid, it will be done and I can seal it. Oh my goodness. So it took me probably 12 hours total to do this particular tree, which isn't bad actually. It's single placing. There was no multi-placing done on here, which is I struggle with because I am definitely a multi-placer. For sure. But it is stunning. The drills are really pretty. They're all crystal, so they're very shiny. It's very pretty. It's easier to see going the numbers backwards from 21 to 1 than it was going the other way. Oh my gosh, y'all. I am almost finished. Almost finished. Sometimes I love finishing a project, but sometimes I hate when you can see the light at the end of the tunnel that close. You're just in a hurry. And sometimes you don't place perfectly. And I'm kind of weird about that. I don't want any of the white or the number showing. Oh, I missed a couple of 3s over here. Let's grab those while we're at it. And then oh my gosh, y'all, look at it. Oh my goodness, it's finished. It's finished. So now the way it works is these 2 pieces fit together like this. And it makes a tree. How about that? Oh my gosh. It is absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. But I need to seal it. So I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to get a piece of cardboard and set it on the cardboard and seal it. And then I will flip it over and seal this side. And then hubby can take it to work. There it is. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. So excited. I do want to go through it with a fine-tooth comb just to make sure I didn't miss a single drill, because the worst time to find that is when you're sealing it, because not a whole lot you can do about it once it's sealed. Yeah, that is so pretty. There it is. There's my tree. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it. I enjoyed talking to you, kind of letting you in my world in a small way. And I hope you'll come back for another video. I hope that you'll subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And until next time, everybody, have a fab day. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Thank you for stopping by the channel. If you don't mind, on your way out, give it hit the thumbs up button. It sure does help. And if you want to be notified of future videos, hit that notification bell and you'll be notified the next time that there is a video on my channel. Also, leave me a comment. I love reading your comments. Have a fab day.